was Lizzo pressuring her dancers to stick bananas in their vaginas, have other people eat out of them, as well as pressure other dancers to touch their boobs. And, you know, pressuring security guards to take off their clothes. When her dancers wanted to quit, she would get security to throw them in a room and lock them in there, while she would have people forcibly delete things off of other people's phone to delete any evidence. Her dance captain tried to convert people to Christianity by simulating oral sex with the dancers. And then, you know, body shame dancers, as you do. And this dancer that we mentioned earlier, during a rehearsal, she was not allowed to go to the bathroom, so she had to pee herself in a see-through dress. Lizzo's ex-creative director spoke out today in favor of the dancers who are pressing the lawsuit, and so did another dancer. How is this so dark-sided?
What's happening? What's good? What the hell is going on, man? Lizzo, you know how Lizzo's IG page is Lizzo be eating? Well, Lizzo be violating her employees, man. And I'll be honest with you, everything that I've heard so far, I believe it to be 100% true. You know why I say that? Because they didn't have to wait 30 or 40 years for this story to come out and wait till Lizzo lost all her power and lost all her influence. They did this shit in the middle of Lizzo's 2-year run after she won Grammys. So this shit was so egregious, they couldn't wait any longer. They had to come out and speak bad about this woman, because you know what, of all the things that Lizzo could hide behind, the body shaming, the body positivity, the LGBTQ community, they said, nah, we gotta get this girl out of here because she's body shaming herself, she's trying to manipulate people, she's trying to create exorcisms. I don't know what the hell's going on behind closed doors in her hotel room whenever she's doing her practices and dance routines. It's some wild shit. But look, man, let me calm down. Let me take a step back. Let me relax a little bit. This is a big story. Let me relax a little bit and let me just read this news article that I came across. Okay, so let me calm down. I'm a little bit hyped. Let me just read this article that I came across in the ET Online. Okay, and it says here, Lizzo's former documentary director calls her arrogant, self-centered, and unkind amid a lawsuit. Now, this particular documentary director, they're not even a part of this lawsuit. This is somebody who decided to speak out after the lawsuit broke. So this is an additional person. But let me go over it and let's go over the details here. So I'm just going to read this article that says here, new allegations against Lizzo has come to light in the wake of a lawsuit filed by several of Lizzo's backup dancers. Now, apparently this is a filmmaker by the name of Sophia Natalie Allison. This person took to social media on Tuesday to share her alleged experiences with a 35-year-old musician while she was working on her documentary. Apparently, Allison posted a photo of herself seemingly filming Lizzo on stage, and she noted that she was sharing her experiences, quote-unquote, because validating other black women's experiences is deeply important to me. It goes on in the quote to say, in 2019, I traveled a bit with Lizzo to be the director of her documentary. I walked away after about 2 weeks, is what Allison claimed. I was treated with such disrespect by her. I witnessed how arrogant, self-centered, and unkind she is. Allison goes on to say that she found this situation to be shitty and that her spirit said to run as fast as you effing can, and I'm so grateful I trusted my gut. I felt gaslit and I was deeply hurt, but I've healed. Reading these reports made me realize how dangerous of a situation it was. This kind of abuse of power happens far too often. Much love and support to the dancers. So this lawsuit, like I said, was put out by her backup dancers. Now, I'll give the names because it mentions it here. It's Arianna Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noelle Rodriguez. Now, they are claiming that they face sexual, religious, and racial harassment, disability discrimination. It continues, it doesn't stop, assault and false imprisonment, among other allegations. Now, the lawsuit is against Lizzo, whose real name is Melissa Viviane Jefferson, and her production company, Big Grrrl Big Touring Incorporated, and as well Shirlene Quigley, who is Lizzo's dance team captain. Okay, now apparently ET has reached out to all of those people, but of course none of them has responded with any official comments. The lawyer of these three dancers, Ron Zambrano, has come out to say in a public release that the stunning nature of how Lizzo and her management team treated their performers seems to go against everything Lizzo stands for publicly, while privately she weight shames her dancers and demeans them in ways that are not only illegal but absolutely demoralizing. And apparently, the three dancers, Davis, Williams, and Rodriguez, they're asking the courts for damages including unpaid wages, loss of earnings, deferred compensation, employment benefit, emotional distress, medical expenses, and attorney fees. Now, all of these things, I hope they get it, because I believe 100% of this, because as I said, if this was something that was iffy or unsure of, they wouldn't have waited, they would have waited 30 or 40 years. Until Lizzo was weak. They would have waited until Lizzo lost her influence, but no. They're doing this in the height of Lizzo's fame. She just won a Grammy. She's in her 2-year run, and Lizzo has had the benefit to hide behind body positivity, to hide behind cancel culture, and the fact that her being a big girl allows her to do whatever it is that she wants to do without facing any repercussions. She could wear wherever she wants. She could be nude and naked and do wild stuff in public, even if kids are watching, or it's in a place that is not either professional or inappropriate. None of those things have stopped Lizzo from doing anything that she wanted to do in her public persona. So I could definitely see how in private she would feel even more empowered to do all these outrageous, illegal, demoralizing, and demeaning things. So yes, I do believe, as I said again. Now there's more to this article, so let me keep reading. Now, after this news broke out, there has been more dancers to come forward to lend their support. A woman by the name of Courtney Hollandquist shared a screenshot of the news article about the lawsuit, and she said that I'm not a part of the lawsuit, this is in quotes, I'm not a part of the lawsuit, but this was very much my experience in my time there. Big shout out to the dancers who had the courage to bring this to light. Now, it also goes on to say that I haven't been a part of that world for around 3 years for a reason. I very much applaud the dancers' courage to bring this to light, and I grieve parts of my own experience, and I'd appreciate space to understanding my feelings. So again, a lot of people are now coming forward to say, if you heard about it, if you read about it, if you heard rumors about it, it is true. So in other words, just like how Sukihana once said, everything that you heard about me is the truth. This is exactly what's happening with Lizzo right now, and it's like poetic justice when you think about how Lizzo had to hide behind all of those things, and how she was able to get other people to apologize to her, had people to act like if Lizzo is somebody that we should be applauding, and all those other things that Lizzo has been involved in publicly, and how she was always applauded for all of the things that she did and her outrageous personality. All of that might just come to a standstill, and it might just burn and crash into flames, because I don't see how this could be endured, right? Because if you think about all of the people who've had allegations against them, I haven't heard any of these things. And you already saw the previous clip where he went into detail as to what exactly they meant by sexual harassment, and what they meant by religious harassment, and so many other things as well too. That's really, really nasty if it's true, and it really, really lends a perspective to the sexual deviancy of Lizzo and her nature. And I can only say this: whatever is done in the dark always comes to light. And with people like Lizzo, you gotta look at it this way: when they're given that space and freedom and ability to feel that they can do whatever they want, they take advantage of that, right? There's a saying where absolute power corrupts absolutely, and that's exactly what Lizzo was given: absolute power, free reign to do whatever she wanted, and she definitely took advantage of that behind closed doors. So you let me know how you feel about this, if you agree or disagree. Does this story surprise you? Is this story outlandish? Do you believe that this is fake news, like Donald Trump would say? You let me know. Leave in the comments section. But as I always say in these cases, next move, best move, and those dancers are making the best move. As you can see, let's see if Lizzo makes the best move going forward, which is probably going to be a payday and just walk away and not see anything about this anymore. I don't know, but I think her career might come to an end if these things go to court and are proven to be true without a shadow of a doubt. And again, some of the things I have read, it seems like there's some video evidence of this as well too. So this story is far from done. So let's go forward and let's wait, let's see what happens. But until next time, next move, best move, part of My Presence YouTube channel. Peace.